Good evening, guys and girls. What my viewers will discern about me when they've watched a decent number of my videos is that I have varying dispositions and delivery of my videos. And of course, this is attributed in general to how I've been moved by certain scenarios in any given day. For instance, when I'm taking DMT, and what DMT does, it gives you a certain amount of ecstasy, depending on how much you take. Sometimes it will blow your socks off, like I've done a video about. Other times it will just make you look in awe at the world, and for several hours after you'll feel great and everything's beautiful and it's all bliss, and you just look around in amazement. Now, when people talk about Kundalini, they say that this Kundalini releases DMT, and that's what is responsible for the ecstasy that you get. And so, whenever we find ourselves experiencing a certain ecstasy, I'm starting to lend myself to thinking that it's attributed then to the DMT release. And so anyway, when people send me certain videos and I look at them, I'll have something to say. You know me, I've always got something to say. And so if somebody sends me a video about another conspiracy that's going on, then I'll have something to say about that, and I'll be animated and energized. And then if somebody sends me something about the ridiculousness of the human being, then I'll be saying something about that. Now, I'm often appealing to my viewers to start a relationship with me, because that is what I'm about. I enjoy the one-on-one. I enjoy the psychoanalysis. I enjoy sharing. I enjoy philosophy. I enjoy trying to resolve issues and problems and this sort of thing. That's what gives me my juice. And this is one of the reasons then, other than the fact I can't stop doing it anyway, and it just seems to be my thing. But what do I want out of it? This is what I've said in one of the very recent videos. I want this level of connection with real human beings. And so, the reason for this video is because one of my viewers contacted me. Now, he's been commenting for some time and saying things that are real, you know, getting involved, sharing his experience. And so he took the time to make a small introductory video on his phone, and he sent it to me. I really appreciated that. I like his disposition. I like what he had to say. He's got a couple of sites. One of them, he talks about his anxiety and depression in a very humanistic way, calmly, looking at it. He's doing his work, he's doing his introspection, he's spending as much time as he can in nature. He's got an allotment and he loves gardening and appreciates the elements and all this sort of stuff. Perfect, beautiful. This is what is necessary when people suffer from anxiety. I've known lots of people that never ever want to address it. They just think, oh, this is how it's going to be. Or they're too afraid even to look at it. Too afraid to look at the beast. And I say, you've got to look at the beast, because you'll discover that it's not so awesome, and you won't be so afraid of it when you look at it in the eyes, because you'll see chances are it's got scared eyes and it's not so awesome as it makes itself out to be within the depths and realms of your ego. And so turn around and look at it and say, what are you? What do you want from me? What do you derive out of? And in time, you can gather more confidence and strength to crush that which you considered to be an awesome ogre in the past. So, I really appreciate this person contacting me, introduced himself to me. I've watched all of his videos, got about 7 videos talking about his condition, and he made me reflect upon myself. And the reason why, you see, I can say some pretty scathing things about the human being from time to time is because of the resentment that I have, because I fail to reach them. There's only a very few that have the strength or desire to reach out and to begin a relationship. And so when I look at how my disposition is, in view of this person's introduction and me getting to know him a little bit via his videos and his condition and how he lives his life and how I may have an effect upon him from time to time when I'm scathing, it makes me reflect upon what I say, and it softens me to know the variety of viewer that I've got out there, you see. Because when I start to know you, start to know what you're about, then I'll know what to give you. And I'll be very mindful then of about making scathing attacks on certain sectors, because I'm going to be thinking, hang on, I've got a few of these people that have certain issues which this isn't going to help, you see. And so what I'm saying is then, as succinctly as I can, that by meeting you, by being introduced to you, by knowing what you're about, I can serve you all better. If I don't know what my audience is, how will I know? And so what I've done on many occasions, I've just give you this, I've give you that, I've give you everything I could think of. And the design behind this is like, well, they don't want to communicate with what I've been saying previously, so let's see if I can rattle their cages with this one. Let's see if I can get a response with this one. And so you get certain responses from certain videos because it triggers people in a certain way. I do all different sorts of videos, you know, people, and I'm not stuck and married to any certain disposition that I have, because I don't have any constraints about how I should be. I'm entirely free from that perspective. I'm entirely emancipated from the effect of anybody's opinion, whether they think that I'm not serving people and I'm being negative, or whether I'm being scathing, or whether I'm being elitist and this, that and the other. Well, okay, maybe on some occasions in some videos. But look across the whole spectrum and you'll see how I've done many, many very beautiful videos, and I've done far many more beautiful videos than I have scathing ones. And so by knowing now something of another one of my viewers, I build a picture of my audience, and I know that this person's got issues here, that person's got issues there, this person, you know, maybe doesn't have any real issues but likes this and not too keen on that. And so I'm building up a picture. Can you imagine how better I would be at delivering videos to you if I knew you all just a little bit. And so I'm going to be writing a comment back to this person, and I'm going to be inviting him to come and Zoom with me on one occasion. Now, I don't have the facility for recording here on my phone. I don't have a computer at this moment in time, and so I'm not set up to do it just yet. And so the chances are it won't be too soon. But this has always been my intention, to have meaningful conversations with you and speak about you. I'm tired of listening to me. I've said it 100 times. I want to listen to you. I want to know what you're about. I want to learn about you, because when I learn about you, I also learn about myself. And so you wouldn't imagine how much I've learnt by listening to this person's 6 videos, which are only about 5 or 6 minutes long each. They've really given me something to think about, and I've really enjoyed them, so I thank you. And I look forward to communicating with you in the not too distant future. And I hope that you can find the strength to do that. And at the same time, we can give your site a shout out. And so people can come and visit your site and listen to your videos and maybe get some help. Find a level of understanding, maybe want to communicate with you directly. Because what you are doing, you've got 1 or 2 views on your videos. I don't know how long they've been up, but you've evidently only just started. But even so, just to be speaking about your life and your issues, like you do, is of benefit to you, if nobody else. If nobody else ever sees them, it's a benefit to you. And so this is also one of the reasons why I do all this talking, because when I speak and I watch the videos back, there's something that I'll learn from the video about myself. I will look at me. Some days I will listen to the things I said and I'll go, even I can't put that video up. I'm almost embarrassed. Who is it that came forward on this occasion to deliver such a scathing video to people that I don't even know? I'm just making certain assumptions, you see. And I'm looking at people somewhere around the world when I've seen videos and I've listened to something, and I'm generalising, because of course there are lots of people like this with similar beliefs when I'm talking about Christians and people that just don't think for themselves, and this is why the world is like it is, and so therefore we can all have a little bit of resentment for the person that doesn't think, the cowardice, and the person that doesn't want to confront anybody, because as long as they do that, then humanity's going one direction, and that's downhill. And so when I see people like that don't have the strengths I do, then it's a natural thing for anybody, really, to do, is to condemn them, because they are the masses. There's more of those than there are brave people, always has been that way. And so you think, well, damn you, we can't reach you, we can't reason with you, we can't educate you. You're like a ball and a chain when the ship's going down, and we're all tied to you. And so when you go down, we go down. You see? It's very complex, isn't it? But suffice it to say then, in this video, I'm very happy to have received that little bit of an introduction. And I always am, and I always express it with a few people that have come forward. And so, thanks for that. And like I say, I hope to be engaging with you at some stage so we can talk about the benefits of communicating, the benefits of having open hearts and not being afraid to reveal how we feel and the things we're afraid of, etc. So I just thought I'd make this video showing my appreciation, and maybe one or two of you would like to do a similar thing. Bye for now.